I also look at it too as like a cycle. Like there's people that, their grandpa passed away and they have 1956 Topps baseball cards and they, want to sell it. And there's also people like me, I've actually sold to you, my shop, where I just want to like make some money back, whether it's, 80% of what I paid for it, and just use that to buy the next thing.
Prop it in the next
Yeah,
product.
and just keep going. So
I get that a lot. I get guys who come in, they started collecting a Star Wars line, and they're like, I don't want to do this line anymore. They come in and they take credit in the store because they're into another line.
Will you give them better deal if they're willing
I'll give at least 10% more on credit usually because it's not money out of my pocket per se. It all kind of comes out in the wash. But yes, I'll always offer.
Do you give them like a gift card or something like that?
No,
Or
they usually spend it.
They spend it like on the spot.
Yeah, very rare. Most people come in for trade are like, yeah, I already know what I want. I've been here. So most of the people, once in a while, I always tell them, I'll give you a gift card. You can use it later, or you can get the cash. And I give both numbers out. Sometimes it's, if I offered you 400, I'll give you, 300 in credit, 125 in cash, and people like that. So it's also about reading the person you're dealing with. You've been at shows. You have to know how to trade. You have to know how to talk. You have to know what these people exactly are looking for. So, and I'm proud to say probably over 90% of the time I make the deal. But, there's those people who just don't.
I'll say we definitely feel like the pain of like having to deliver that message because I hope it was okay to talk a little bit.
Absolutely.
So in the app, we have people that scan their whole collections. And we have people that scan, the average user will scan like 200 cards, but like many users scan thousands, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands. Kid you not. And so, somebody scans 5,000 cards and then they see that, maybe they are each a penny or maybe they're 5 cents, whatever. And they see the big number and they're like, okay, that's what my collection's worth. And then they're like, okay, I'm going to go and I'm going to sell it to somebody. And we even give this option to like print out a spreadsheet, right? So some of them will even like roll into a store. I don't know if this has ever happened to you.
Oh, yeah.
People will roll in and they'll say like, okay, here it is. Here's the whole thing. And, and then they'll come back to us. They'll say like, you told me it was worth X and he's offering me like 50% of X. And I'm like, yes, that's how it works. Like you don't get the current market value for everything. You're getting like you're going to expect a massive haircut if you're looking to move it all at once. Like, nobody's ever going to be able to pay you, the market price for every single card because A, they're not going to be able to move all those cards, especially the low value ones. And B, like, getting it all done in one fell swoop is a tremendous time savings.
Yeah, that's the thing I tell people too. Do you want to do this on your own and get stuck with the stuff that's not going to move, or you can come in here, save yourself time, get all your money, and get out the door. If you're done with it, you're done with it. And it is hard to break that news to people that, hey, I have to make money, right? I'm not in business for free here, and they don't understand sometimes the idea of commonality. And this is not just cards. This is somebody will come in with a box of Star Wars figures. It's an example I always use. In the 90s, they overproduced them, just like 80s baseball, just like 2022, base Topps. It's overproduced. There's too much of it. People think, oh, well, they're $5 and $8 on eBay. And I said, is that what that's sold for? And well, no, they're asking. I said, you can ask $1 million, but you're not going to get $1 million. Right. That's it's hard. It's sometimes hard to get that message across at the business end of it because not everybody's a business person, right? They bought, they want to sell, and they think, hey, A plus B equals C. Doesn't always work that way, but thankfully, most of the time it does.